doing some reading, and I am finishing up the Little Poems for Teeny Ears book. So, okay, let's get started. The name of this poem is My High Chair. I like to drop food from my chair. It lands kerplop, but I don't care. I watch it fall down to the floor. It's so much fun, I toss some more. My mom says no, my dad says please. Stop launching bits of toast and cheese. They're right, I'll try hard to stop, but first just one more small kerplop. Next poem is called Peekaboo. Peekaboo, I see you, that's what the grown-ups say. To my surprise, they hide their eyes, then poof, they go away. I do not know just where they go. Their faces disappear. Then, in a while, with a great big smile, they're back and say, I'm here.
I open it in that pocket. Get rid of pants so it can be washed. Check with you, check your pocket for you. That stuff can dry wash.
Okay, I will. The next poem is The Kitchen Drawer. Watch me scoot across the floor. I'm heading for the kitchen drawer to knock the pots and pans around and throw dish towels on the ground. I rattle pans and bang the pots and make some noise. Well, okay, lots. The kitchen echoes with the sound till Mommy laughs and says, "Pipe down." She puts the pots and lids away. I'll be back another day. Diaper time. Every time they change my diapers, they have to clean me with those wipes. They lift my legs up in the air and show the world my bottom bare. One day I'll be diaper free. Bring on those underpants for me. Belly button. Hey there, Mr. Belly Button. You just lie there doing nothing, taking up my tummy space. Can't you find some other place? There's the tummy, and there's the baby with diapers. Oh. Hello. My mobile. La-dee-dum and la-dee-dee. La-dee-dum and la-dee-dee. My mobile circles over me. Dangling dinos, nubby sheep. Swirling around and around. Swirling round and around to help me sleep. The happy music plays and then I listen while it plays again. More tinkling, twirling like a top. Will my mobile ever stop? A snooze. When I snooze, I don't wear shoes. A snooze. When I snooze, I don't wear shoes or visit zoos or kangaroos. I close my eyes and see blue skies and dream sweet dreams until I rise. Cats. Cats are slinky, soft, and furry. When they talk, they sound all purry. It's fun when they come up to you and cuddle up like kittens do. My daddy's beard. My daddy's beard, it's really weird. It scratches when you rub it, but when he snuggles up to me, oh man, I really love it. The bath. Rubber duckies floating books, suds and bubblies, happy looks, bath time full of games and fun, splashing, splishing, splashing till it's done. Afterwards, I'm squeaky clean, the tidiest tot you've ever seen. We dry me off and add some lotion. I'm silky soft and perfect notion. I'm I'm silky soft, a perfect notion.
Man, I'm putting this in the stick because you watch this, dude.
What?
This. So you just be grabbing shit, man. This.
Oh, okay. You can put it in there.
You see all that grease in there, bro? How could you miss that?
Okay.
You don't see the grease in there.
Yes, I did. Go put it away. Sorry about that. Blankie. Without my blankie, me so cranky. When it's by me all smiley. Hush. In her favorite rocking chair, my mama holds me tight. We rock and sway the hours away until we kiss goodnight. The end. I'm not going to keep that. Finding Nemo, a fishy tale. Nemo was an adventurous little clownfish with one small fin. He lived in the ocean with his father, Marlin. Nemo was curious about the world in the great open sea. One day he went to explore a boat anchored nearby. Suddenly Nemo was scooped up by a diver. Suddenly Nemo was scooped up by a diver. "Help me, Daddy!" he cried as the boat took off. Marlin had to get his son back, but he needed help. A kind but frightful fish named Dory offered to come along. There's Nemo in the back getting scooped up if you can see it. Yeah. Marlin and Dory were captured by a vegetarian shark named Bruce. That's a great white shark. But at Bruce's hideout, Marlin spotted a mask that belonged to a diver who captured Nemo. The mask was from Sydney, Australia. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. I said it again. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Meanwhile, Nemo was trapped in a dentist's fish tank. He was going to be given to the dentist's niece, Darla, who wasn't very nice. Marlin and Dory swam through a stinging jellyfish forest, caught a ride with some sea turtles, and were swallowed by a whale, but finally made it to Sydney Harbor. When it was time for Nemo to go home with Darla, he jumped into the tank to escape and went down the drain right into Sydney Harbor. Nemo and his father were reunited. Marlin was proud of how strong and brave Nemo had been. The end. That's the back. That's the one I want to keep. Surprising sharks. Surprising sharks. There's my favorite shark. Destiny! Right here. Destiny, Destiny, Destiny. That's a whale shark. Surprising sharks. You're swimming. Wait for me! You're swimming in the warm blue sea. You're swimming in the warm blue sea. What's the one word that turns your dream into a nightmare? What's the one word that makes you think of a giant man-eating killer? Shark! Shark, yes, it's a shark. It's a dwarf lantern shark. It's the smallest kind of shark in the world, just bigger than a chocolate bar. Not a giant, certainly no man-eater, and a killer only if you happen to be a shrimp. There's the dwarf land shark. Yes, you see most sharks are not at all what you might expect. After all, who would expect a shark to, like a lantern shark? This black-bellied lantern shark has light-making organs on its tummy. They help it to blend in with the silvery surface of the sea and avoid ending up as dinner or for bigger fish. Have built-in fiery lights or blow up like a prickly balloon. Swell sharks swallow water when they get scared. They blow up to 3 times their normal size so that they stick fast between rocks. Then no predator can pull them out. Please wait. This Australian shark. Look out! This Australian shark is called a wallaby. Its patterned skin matches the rocks and coral on the sea floor, so it can sneak up on shellfish crabs, and small fish without being seen, or lie on the ocean floor like a scrap of old carpet. There's a tasseled wallaby, swell shark, dwarf lantern shark. Oh, this is a black-bellied lantern shark. Black-bellied lantern shark. Or look like tools from a monster's toolkit. Saw sharks use their swords to root out fish hidden in sand and mud, then grab them with needle-sharp teeth. Hammerhead sharks have eyes and nostrils on the ends of their hammers. They help to pinpoint the scent of prey and give them all-around vision. That's that one. In fact, sharks come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Blue shark, nurse shark, cookie cutter shark, danger shark, goblin shark. How can such different animals all be sharks? Look carefully and you'll see all the things they share. Dorsal fin, tail, pelvic fin, pectoral fin, gills, skin. Skin as tough, as scratchy as sandpaper. A shark's skin is covered with teeny tooth-like scales that help it to be hard wearing. Gill slits for breathing water. Inside the gill slits there is a very thin layer of skin that lets oxygen from the water get into the shark's blood, just as our lungs let oxygen from the air into our blood when we breathe. Fins and tail for swimming. A shark's tail fins are bigger at the top than at the bottom. Unlike other fish tails, their tails push them through the water, and the fins help them to swim left or right, up or down. Inside. Jaws that can pop out through the mouth like a jack-in-the-box. Shark jaws aren't part of their heads as others are in heads as ours are. Instead, they are held up by a kind of living rubber band, so the jaws can shoot forward fast to grab prey. Teeth. Rows and rows of sharp teeth, the sharks, so that the shark is never without its bite. A shark can have up to 3,000 teeth in all rows. one behind the other as one tooth wears out, moves forward to replace it. So sharks always have sharp teeth and use more than 20,000 in their lifetime. A bendy boneless skeleton that helps stop it sinking. Shark skeletons are made of the tough kind of stuff that makes your ears and the end of your nose in water like a rubber ball. But it isn't the basic body plan that makes sharks sharks. It's the sharkish It's the sharkish way they behave. Sharks are always hungry and they're always on the lookout for their next meal. Some even start killing before they're born. Sand tiger sharks. Let's get 'em. Sand tiger sharks give birth to just 2 live young, which is all that's left after those 2 have eaten the other 6 babies in their mother's belly. Some sharks lay eggs and some give birth to live young, but all baby sharks are just like their parents with the sharp teeth and ability to hunt right from the start. Port Jackson sharks lay eggs like a corkscrew. They stick fast in a rock crevice. Dogfish lay eggs called mermaid purses. They in the weeds. Shark senses are fine-tuned, ready for the teeniest hint that might mean food. To a scary shark, to a hungry sharks have teeny holes in them. They can hear sounds that are too low for our ears to pick up. Sharks' eyes are shark eyes are on the side of their head, so they can see almost as well behind as they can in front. And when at last they are close enough for the kill, they feel the crackle of their prey's living nerves, so they bite in just the right place, no matter what the prey, whether it's plankton. Basking sharks, yuck. More than 10,000 quarts of plankton filled water in an hour. Plankton is the name for the many kinds of teeny animals and plants that drift around the sea with the wind and tide. Or people. Oh, yes, it's true. Some sharks do kill people, just about 6 of us every year. The great white is one of the 3 species of shark that attack people regularly. The other 2 are bull shark and the tiger shark. In fact, only 30 of the 500 different kinds of sharks have ever attacked humans. Crocodiles, elephants, dogs, and even pigs kill more people every year than sharks do. But every year people kill 1 million sharks. Machine grease, shark tooth necklace, cattle feeds, shark skin wallet, fertilizer, shark fin soup, shark skin shoes, aftershave, skin cream, fish and chips. Poor sharks. If you were a shark swimming in the lovely blue sea, the last word you want to hear would be human. There's the human coming after the sharks. The end. Know-it-all sharks. Sharks. Long before dinosaurs ruled the land, sharks hunted the seas. They survived on Earth for 400 million years. The now extinct megalodon shark lived 15 million years ago. It was 40 feet, 12 meters long, and its jaws were so long a man could stand inside it. Today, there are about 375 different kinds or species of shark. Marine biologists, the scientists who study ocean life, learn more. My favorite, the shark destiny. Powerful hunters. Sharks have skeletons made of soft, flexible cartilage inside of hard bone. The end of your nose is made of cartilage. Instead of smooth scales, sharks have rough skin covered with barbels, teeny barbules called dermal denticles. And they use these strong jaws and many rows of very teeth for biting and tearing. Have skeletons of cartilage, tough skin with dermal denticles, strong jaws, many rows of teeth. These characteristics plus a huge appetite make the shark one of the most fierce fish. It's no wonder that these predators curse the seas, cruise the seas and oceans without fear. They have almost no enemies except other sharks and humans. Blue shark. There's a blue shark too. Shark senses. Sharks use sight, smell, hearing, touch, and taste. Their sense of smell is excellent. They can smell blood in the water over a mile, 1.6 kilometers away. Sharks also have sensors called ampullae in their snouts and sensitive hairs in the canals called lateral line system. And channels called a lateral line system along their sides. These extra senses help them find different, distinct or unseen prey and navigate through the ocean. Tiger shark, great white, white-tipped reef shark, and tiger shark. Shark attack. A shark begins to look for its prey when it is within 100 feet, 31 meters. At this point, the shark is a silky shark. At this point, the shark circles the victim slowly and may even bump into it a few times to see how strong it is. Then the shark quickly picks up speed as it closes in for the attack begins as the shark clamps down on its victim with powerful jaws and shakes its head from side to side to tear out a bite. The smell of blood can cause other sharks to join the attack. They widely take bites of wonderful fish or animal. This is called a feeding frenzy. Silky shark. These are all silky sharks. Blue sharks. Oops, tiger shark is missing. Blue sharks. Many species travel great distances like migrating birds. The blue shark may be the farthest ranging, swimming up to 4,000 miles, 6,400 kilometers in about a year. Like most sharks, baby blue sharks are born ready to swim. Young sharks are called pups. Female blue sharks can give birth to more than 50 pups at a time. Blue shark. The tiger sharks have stripes like a tiger. However, their stripes get lighter as they grow older. Tiger shark length up to 18 feet, 5.5 meters. Diet fish, sea turtles, seals, and just about anything else. Tiger sharks can most often be seen in the Pacific and Indian Oceans. Thresher shark. The thresher sharks have the longest tail of any shark. Their tail makes up half the length of their body. Thresher sharks move very quickly. They use their long tails to slap schools of small fish. Then they eat the stunned fish that can't swim away. Thresher sharks are not dangerous to people unless they get slapped by a tail. Thresher, length up to 20 feet 6 meters. Diet, fish. Thresher sharks live in warm coastal waters all over the world. Thresher shark. Oh, my favorite destiny. Whale shark. The white-spotted giants are the largest sharks in the world. They grow longer than a school bus. Whale sharks feed at the surface of the water and swim so slowly that boats sometimes bump into them. They are so gentle that divers can catch rides on their backs. Whale sharks. Length up to 50 feet 15 meters. Diet, plankton. Whale sharks live in warm coastal waters all over the world. They live on teeny plants and animals called plankton that drift through the sea. Whale sharks have over 4,000 teeth, but each tooth is less than 1/8 inch, 3/10 centimeter long. My favorite. Bull shark. Watch out. These dangerous sharks are very aggressive. They live in every ocean and even known to swim hundreds of miles into fresh rivers and lakes. Bull sharks have been found in the Amazon River in the South American, the Ganges River in India, and the mighty Mississippi River in the United States. Bulls, length up to 10 feet 3 meters. Diet, fish and just about anything else. Bull sharks are found in warm coastal waters worldwide and in some freshwater rivers. Look out for the bull. Great white sharks. The great white is one of the biggest predators in the sea. Its thick torpedo-shaped body can weigh 2 to 5 tons, 2 to 4.5 metric tons. These sharks hunt alone, cruising about 2 miles, 3 kilometers per hour, but great whites are very hard for ocean scientists to track. Very little is actually known about these mysterious beasts. Great whites, length up to 35 feet 11 meters. Diet, seals, sea lions, and large fish. Great white sharks are found all over the world, especially in Australia's Great Barrier Reef. The great white strangler teeth are 2 inches 5 centimeters long. Their powerful jaws are filled with many rows of these teeth. So many sharks. Over millions of years, sharks have learned to live in many different underwater environments. Today, these silent, mysterious predators come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and they thrive in almost every sea and ocean on Earth. Cheetahs. Cheetahs are big wild cats. They are the fastest land animals in the world. Most cheetahs live on the continent of Africa. A few live outside of Africa in the country of Iran. Cheetahs can run fast in open spaces. Spots cover a cheetah's fur, like the spots on a leopard. However, a cheetah has solid black spots. A cheetah has black lines of fur on each side of its nose. These marks are called tear lines. A cheetah has spots everywhere except on its throat and belly. Smaller than any other big cat. A male cheetah weighs about 140 pounds. 4 kilograms. Females weigh about 90 pounds, 41 kilograms. A cheetah grows until its body is about 4 feet, 1.2 meters long. Its tail is about 30 inches, 76 centimeters long. Cheetahs are much smaller cats than lions and tigers. Cheetahs may walk a long way while hunting for food. African savannas are where most cheetahs live. A cheetah's spotted and tan colored fur helps it hide in tall grasses. Some cheetahs live in hot, dry lands called deserts. Cheetahs eat meat. They hunt antelope and gazelle. Sometimes cheetahs hunt rabbit-like animals called hares too. Cheetahs are fast, but sometimes the animals they chase get away. Cheetah cubs have fluffy fur that is partly gray. Mother cheetahs may have 2 to 5 cubs at a time. At first, the mother moves her cubs from place to place. She does this to keep them safe from predators. When the cubs are 7 months old, they learn how to hunt. In the wild, cheetahs can live 7 to 12 years. Female cheetahs usually live alone except when raising cubs. However, most cheetahs live and hunt in groups. Male cheetahs hunt together in groups called kocha colonies, coalitions. Cheetahs and coalitions stay together their whole lives. Cheetahs typically hunt in the morning. They usually do not hunt when it is very hot. Cheetahs run fast to catch their prey. They can run up to 75 miles an hour, 121 kilometers per hour. However, they can run that fast for only a short time. A running cheetah can go 100 feet, 30 meters in 1 second. Today, some people go to Africa to see cheetahs in the wild. Other people visit zoos to see cheetahs. It is exciting to see these amazing animals up close. A cheetah may jump up in a tree to look for prey. Fun facts. Cheetah cubs are born blind, helpless, with dark fur. When a cheetah cub is 6 months old, it is already half the size of its mother. The long mane on a young cheetah's neck and shoulders disappears as the cub gets older. Cheetahs can growl, purr, and hiss, but they do not roar like lions or tigers. Cheetahs' short, blunt claws help it grip the ground when it is running. Cheetahs hunt for their food during the day using their incredibly good eyesight. Some cheetahs are born with mix of spots and stripes and are known as king cheetahs. Some cheetahs are born with a mix of spots and stripes and are known as king cheetahs. A king cheetah looks for food. The end. And in the series, we have cheetahs, dolphins, giraffes, monkeys, pandas. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Parrots, penguins, and wolves. The end. The home builders. Home builders. Do you see the home builders? Deep on the trail, beneath the mound, down by the water, safe off the ground. Underneath the earth, below the bridge, in the tall grass, high on the ridge. Do you see the home builders work? Burrow and hide, tunnel and creep. Nibble and gnaw, explore and keep. Plow, construct and flit. Rummage and roam, gathering and knit. Do you see the homes, beds and leaf piles, dens snug and warm? Logs on the pond, shelter from storms. Burrows and rooms, beehives and nests. Each of these homes soon will be blessed. Do you see the babies, hatchlings go forth, fox cubs nuzzle? Beaver kits swim, owlets huddle. Mole pups slumber, bee swarms in the air. Timid fawns bond, wee eaglets stare. Do you see the families born to be wild, to work and play, learning to soar or growing each day? Snuggle and sheltered as nighttime falls, our earth sheltered by us all. The end. The woods are alive with the bustle of home building. Spiders. Spiders. Spiders may look scary, but most of them don't hurt people. There are about 30,000 different kinds of spiders. Spiders come in many shapes and sizes. Some are so teeny that they are no bigger than a speck of dust. Others can be as big as a dinner plate. Most spiders are brown, gray, or black. Some have bright colors. The first spiders lived about 300 million years ago, even before dinosaurs roamed the earth. Spiders belong to a group of animals called arachnids. The word arachnid comes from an old Greek legend. Once there was a woman named Arachne who was angry when she lost a weaving contest against the goddess Athena. When Arachne died, Athena turned Arachne's body into a spider so she could weave forever. Spider's body. Spiders are not insects. Their bodies are different from insects in many ways. A spider's body has two parts, an abdomen and the chapelothorax. Chapelothorax means head chest. Abdomen, chapelothorax. Most spiders have 8 eyes. Pedophilus. Spider has 8 legs. An insect's body. Most insects have 2 big eyes with 3 smaller eyes between them. Head, antenna. An insect's antenna is for touch and smell. An insect has 6 legs. An insect's body has 3 parts, the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Thorax and abdomen. Many insects have wings. A male spider is smaller than a female spider. When a male spider finds a mate, he must be careful. If the female spider is hungry, she might eat him. Some male spiders do a dance to bring an insect to attract a female. A mother spider lays her eggs and encloses them in a strong silk egg sac. Some spiders lay a few eggs, others lay thousands. After a number of weeks, the baby spiders creep out of the silk sac. Spider babies are called spiderlings. Most spider mothers don't stay with their babies. Some spiderlings care for themselves as soon as they are born. They run up to the highest places they find. The spiderlings spin out long streams of silk. A breeze flies them, carries them into their new homes. This way of travel is called ballooning. As the spiderling grows, its hard outer skin, called an exoskeleton, becomes tighter. The skin cracks open along its back. The spider sheds it by climbing out. This is called molting. Most spiders molt 5 to 10 times. Some spiders are web weavers. They spin webs to catch their food. There are spiders that weave tangled webs. The spider spins a tangled mass of silk. When an insect is trapped, the spider runs out to get it. Other spiders weave sheet webs. The spider hangs upside down beneath the web. When an insect hits the sheet web, the spider quickly pulls it through the webbing. Spiders create funnel webs too. The top is big and the bottom is small. The web is held in place by lines of silk. The spider sits at the bottom and waits for an insect to fly. walk in. Some spiders spin triangle webs. A triangle web is a facet at 3 points. The web's bands of dry and sticky silk trap insects. The orb-weaving spider spins a pattern of many circles. The most beautiful spider of all is the orb web. First the spider spins a few lines of silk to hold up the web. Then it adds lines of silk that looks like spokes of a wheel. Around and around the spider goes, adding a sticky coil to the spokes. Next, the spider waits for its meal in the center of the web, or it waits nearby. When the insect lands on the web shakes. Instantly, the spider it wraps the insect in silk. Then it stuns the insect with its poisonous fangs. Garden spider. If the spider is hungry, it eats the insect right away. If it is not, it waits until later. Not all spiders use webs for catching food. Some hide in burrows or beneath rocks and stones. When the spider sees an insect, it quickly runs out and grabs it. Wolf spider. One unusual kind of spider lives underwater. It weaves a bell-shaped web. When it fills the web with its then it fills the web with teeny bubbles. The spider stays there, breathing the air from the bubble, and waits to catch the water insect. Water spider. Wolf spider, water spider. Another type of spider digs a tunnel and lines it with silk to protect itself. Trapdoor spider. It makes a hinge-trapped door from dirt and silk to cover the tunnel. When the spider is hungry, it opens the door a bit. If an insect comes close, the spider scurries out to catch it. Some spiders hide on or inside flowers. Crab spiders. One spider even changes color from yellow to white to match the color of the flower. When an insect lands, the spider snatches it. Some spiders are dangerous. One of them is the black widow spider. The black widow spider bites only when its web is disturbed or it is in danger. The poison of a black widow spider can kill a person. The biggest spider of all is a tarantula. When its legs are stretched out, it can measure about 10 inches wide. It is very. Tarantulas that live in the United States are not poisonous to people. Nope. Non-poisonous spider tarantula. Spiders have enemies. Some insects, like spider wasps, hunt and eat spiders. Toads, frogs, and some birds like to eat spiders too. Most spiders live for about 1 year. Some live much longer. Female tarantulas sometimes live to be 25 years old. Wow. That's old for a spider. Many people don't like spiders because they are afraid of them, but spiders help us. They play an important role by eating many insects that are harmful to crops and people. Spiders can be interesting to watch. Scientists are still discovering new kinds of spiders and learning more about them. The end. Spiders, spiders, spiders. Full moon pups. Full moon pups. A wind whips up the forest. The sky is full of moon, and Mama Wolf is restless with her litter coming soon. Fox slips through the brambles while midnight shines on Owl, and after many hours comes Mama's tired howl. Now here they are, their babies protected in their dens. She licks them as they whimper and pulls them closer again. These first few days they're nursing, they sleep and scooch and cry, with the wolf pack watching over like the moon does from the sky. The pups, still blind but crawling, start to feel their way around. The teeny paws find roots and rocks, but hardly make a sound. A storm comes out of nowhere, and the world smells wet and gray. For days, the water rises, it could sweep the pups away. The older wolves come lopping, gathering pups up in their arms, in their mouths, and taking them far from danger, higher up and farther south. Safe in their new nursery, they open their eyes underneath a moon that's awaiting just a scoop there, way up high. And then it's gone completely. The sky's a heavy black, not a sparkle or a glimmer. The hackles rise the hackles rise upon arched backs. Noises come from everywhere. Who's hiding in the dark? A snap of branches, flash of wings. A wolf pack bays and barks. The pups grow even bolder. They start to reach and range. What is that? And who is this? The whole world is a strange. Days go by so quickly as they tussle tumble high. Their floppy ears begin to lift. Their eyes shine bright and wide. Each night brings new surprise, a rustle or roar, a bit of meat for Mama, a moonlight more and more. Until it's full and round again, a promise made complete to this pack of waxing wolf pups who stayed yipping at its feet. Voices high and necks outstretched, such mighty shadows thrown, but it will be many moons still till these pups are fully grown. The end. Danby's favorite day. Danby's favorite day. I've got butterflies in my tummy. My favorite day of the year is coming up. I have so much to do. I'm having a Children's Day party and you're all invited. What's that? Asked Nellie. Back in Korea, it's the day all our wishes come true. Like your birthday or Halloween, asked Mia. Even better than that, there are going to be kites and magic castles. We'll see tigers, ride trains, eat thousands of chocolate chip cookies. That's baloney, said David. What do you mean, castles and tigers, Mama gasped. Magic tricks and pony rides, too, I declared, and only eat chocolate chip cookies? Oh, Danby, not this year, honey. Mama and Daddy have to work at the store. But, Mama, I promised everyone. Sweetie, Mama said, Children's Day is not just about things, it's about celebrating all the children on earth who will one day lead the world. Let's have a lovely party behind the deli. I think I think your friends will love the rice cakes too. On the morning of the party, after a nice breakfast, Danby, eat your seaweed soup. Pancakes too. Picking the perfect outfit. This one. We're on our way. Danby, they say, it may rain today. Let's set up inside the deli. But Mama, it's sunny. I want a picnic. Mama brought out colored chalks. Daddy set up a big table. I put out streamers, fruits, and flowers. I swept, wiped, cleaned, and mopped. I hopped around the table and tied big balloons. It was perfect. One by one, friends arrived. A pink chalk for Nellie, a green one for Mia, a blue and red for Audrey and David. We turned up the music, we drew, we danced, we rocked. A cha-cha, cha-cha, boogie, woogie, boom, boom, cha-cha, boogie, woogie, boom, boom. I was the perfect hostess. Bang, bang! The sky roared and wind tore through the alley. Oh no, poor Children's Day. It was just as Mama said. Oh, look at Danby. She's upset. Mama spoke to me gently. Everyone is waiting for you. Are you going to let some rain spoil your party? I shook my head and said no. Your friends can have anything they want in the deli. How about helping them pick something? Woo! They're going to make a good Children's Day. Our treasure hunt was over in 2 minutes. That's it? Asked David. Now what? What about the train and tigers? Asked Mia. I want to go home, said Audrey. I had to save my party. Who wants the best sandwich in town? I asked. Nobody, said David. I took a deep breath and gave it my best shot. Peanut butter, peppers, bacon, some seeds, swoosh, whoosh, sprinkle. Uh-oh. And a mountain of whipped cream swelled a balloon for a special touch, a spoonful of red cherry syrup. It's a volcano, Audrey cried. Nellie and Mia wanted to make something too. Go for it, I said. We searched far and wide, high and low, for the most wonderful, mouth-watering, lip-smacking, water-licking stuff we could find, and got to work. I had to show everyone how it's done. Line up and stack up. Bougie ham cheese plus gummy bears, cherries, chiffon tofu, marshmallows, and meatballs. Hey, it's a train, David cried. A sandwich train. Choo-choo! Together we could do so much. I felt a tickle in my belly, a pink happy tickle. The sunlight pierced the clouds and our street lit up like a blaze of fire. Come, everyone! I jumped. Let's go outside. Kids in the neighborhood waved hello. I waved back. Welcome to Children's Day. Mama lifted the honey rice cake from the steamer and brought out freshly baked chocolate chip cookies from the oven. Mama's rainbow cake, the best in the world. I showed everyone how to eat it with 10 fingers. Fluffy, chewy, squishy, springy, sticky, soft, and sweet. It was a hit. At the end of the day, Daddy opened a new box of chalk. We drew a mural and hopped in puddles. Water drops bounced like jewels in the sun. I felt that pink tickle again, and it turned to gold. We were the children of the world. That night I gulped down Mommy's seaweed soup to the last drop. Danby, Mommy smiled. You gave your friends a wonderful day, I said. And I said, it was the best. I'm going to remember this day forever. Today was not my birthday. It was not Halloween. It was about being together. It was my children's day. The end. The story of you. Tell me a story of you. As you tell it to me, I'll tell it to you. It begins long before you arrive. Tell your child the story about before he or she arrived and all of the important moments that followed. It's told with each thing that you do, your first smile, your first laugh, sitting up, a new tooth, the first steps that you take, exploring together as your baby discovers new things. Tell him or her the story of what he or she is seeing, smiling, feeling, hearing, or tasting. The things you discover, the moments you need me most, times when you need less. Just what you mean to your whole family. Your two. Whom you will be when you're grown up just like me. Share a story with your child about your hopes and dreams for his or her future. So tell me a story of you. As you tell it to me, I'll tell it to you. All of these things are part of my dreams. Your story is my dream, and your story is my dreams come true. And the windy day. The windy day. One day a little breeze peeled off the trade winds and went its own way. It blew over smooth hills. It skipped over choppy seas. Whistling a song through the treetops, it gathered up speed and headed for a tidy town. In the tidy town, everyone was getting dressed, eating breakfast, and going about their business just like every day. In a tidy house in the tidy town, a young boy was getting dressed, underpants, then socks, then pants, then shirt, then shoes, and always in that order. He ate breakfast, one bowl of crisps, and half a banana, and one glass of milk. And went to school. Hoo hum. But when the wind whooshed into town, it swept up leftover pancakes, eggs, and oatmeal, alarm clocks, dominoes, bananas, photographs, newspapers, and notepads. It swept up house paint, geraniums, math papers, spelling tests, toothbrushes, cupcakes, and cream puffs. Only the boy turned and faced the wind, and he breathed in. The breath of a long ago kings and queens. The breath of long ago kings and queens. He felt air that touched the edge of outer space. They traveled along the Great Wall of China. Air that ruffled the hairs of polar bears living at the North Pole. He breathed in air that blew the dust off playgrounds, brushed the hands of Big Ben, and filled Viking sails. Air that bursts from ancient volcanoes, swayed the coconut palms over Bluebeard's Island, and tickled Dino's chins. Then, as it came, the wind went. The boy watched it go. My name is Bernard, he yelled. The boy's name is Bernard. The wind swept up his words, made its way out into the still afternoon. Which was not to be still for long. The end. Find the duck. This is Little Yellow Duck. Quack, can you find him on every page? What a mess has someone made. Someone has made. Can you spot Duck on this page? Do you think Duck is stuck in the sink? Can you spot his orange beak? It's no good hiding there, little duck. Someone needs you in the bathroom. Duck is swimming in the bubble, splash sploosh. Can you spot him bobbing around? Now Duck is sitting on the shelf. Can you see him behind a box? Calm down, Duck. You must get dry. Shiver, shiver. You're not safe there. It's much too high. There's a towel so big. There's room for two. It's fun to look at a book. Can you see Little Yellow Duck here? Soon Duck will be tucked in and warm. It's time for bed. Good night, you too. Look back and find. Can you count these? The end. is hurting me. We're going to move these books up closer. Move them closer. How to say hello to a worm. Whoops. Oh, my back. How to say hello to a worm. Sprinkle, sprinkle, pat, pat. Now make some rain. How to plant lettuce seeds. How do you say hello to a worm? Gently, very gently. Hello, worm. Stick your finger in the dirt, drop one pea in, give it a drink. Tuck all the peas under the covers. Sweet dreams, peas. How do you plant peas? How do you say hello to a ladybug? Count her spots. Say hello, ladybug, before she flies away. Have you ever seen so much green? When will the peas sprout? Shh. They are still sleeping. Good morning, pea sprout. How do you make mud? Dig a path over the water to go. Make a river, flood it, mix it. Mix, mix, mix. Mud. Look, pea plants. See, they curl around your finger. They want to climb. Let's build a place for them to keep growing. Find some tall sticks. Poke them into the ground. Tie the top with a string. Ta-da! A plant hut. Ta-da! Play hut. How now you can watch the vines climb up, up, up. How do you say hello to a bee? Look out, but don't poke. Look, but don't poke. See the pollen on her feet? Listen, but don't grab. Hear her wings buzz. If a bee mistakes you for a flower, hold very, very still and whisper, hello, bee. But when will there be peas? See how the play hut is shady. See the flowers, see the bees. You'll see pea pods next. How do you pick a strawberry? This one, not yet. Too green. This one, not yet. Too white. This one, not yet. Too pink. This one, not yet. Too spotted. This one, yes. Now that's this one, yes. That one. Yum. How do you pull a carrot? A carrot? Where? I don't see any carrots. This carrot. How do you pick peas? Peas. Yes, finally peas. Find a pod, pop it open, look inside. Peas in a row. Dig one out with your fingers, pop it in your mouth. Yum. Wow, look at all grown. Has anything ever tasted so sweet? The end. Dandelion magic. Go on ahead, make your wish. Blow here. This is Jonah. Look what he found. He picked a dandelion. Can you say hello to him? Good morning. Jonah's Nana thinks dandelions are magical. She says each year, somewhere in the world, one magical dandelion grows. One year, she found it and wished, and poof, Jonah appeared. Can you believe that? There's Jonah's grandma. Maybe Jonah's dandelion is magical. Let's see. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and make a special wish and blow. It worked! It worked! You turned Jonah into a pineapple. Wait! Why did you turn Jonah into a pineapple? Well, at least we know this dandelion is magical. Try again. Close your eyes and make a special wish. And blow. Fantastic! A pirate! Jonah has always wanted to be a pirate. A gust of wind so Jonah can go find the treasure. Get ready then and blow. Wow, you're strong. Blow 3 more times. Really fast so Jonah can reach that treasure. Almost there. Ah, watch out for the sea serpent. Scratch away with a loud noise. Scare him away with a loud noise. Roar as loud as you can. Roar! Oh, he's gone, but look out. Holy cheese head. Distract her. Quick, make a scary face. Nice work. I didn't know you could be scary. Heads up. Here comes the dragon too. What will we do? Put out that fire with your wettest wet raspberry. Stick out your tongue and blow with all your might. Stick out your tongue and blow with all your might. Ew. You raspberried all over me. Hey, your wet raspberry put out the fire. Sticking your tongue out at these monsters made them super angry. Let's get Jonah out of here. Blow down, blow around. Oh no, look what you did. You started a hurricane. Whoa, mama. Rip, crack, kaboom. Is Jonah doomed? Hang in there, Jonah. We will save you. one wish left, make it a good one. Close your eyes and think about helicopters, scuba gear, jetpacks, pool floaties, swim noodles, anything useful. Blow hard and wish even harder. A pizza. A pizza. You wish for a pizza. How can you think about pizza at a time like this? You know you are very, very lucky. There's one magic fuzz left. Make it count. Save Jonah. Blow now. Whoosh. Super Nana to the rescue. You made a great wish. Oh, you wish for Grandma to help. You saved Jonah. Let's get him home to bed. What an exciting day. Please blow the sun away. For a peaceful night. Hooray. Woohoo. Yee. Now blow Jonah a soft kiss. Good night. The end. Each year somewhere in the world, one magical dandelion grows. Who will find it next? Will it be you? Be you. Be you. You were born to be so many things. My wish is for you, no matter where your journey leads, is for you to always be you. Be ready to take that next step toward being an amazing human being. Be curious, turn every stone, ask every why, and keep digging for discoveries, your own answers. Be adventurous. Live a big life when you are ready. Step outside your comfort zone. Bravely explore new paths and see where they lead you. Be connected. Find kinder spirits. Be with those who make you feel like the real you. Be persistent. Keep going, never stop. Keep going, never stop. Keep going, never stop. Be different. Be silly. Be quirky. Be odd. Be unique. Be weird. Be colorful. Be okay with being different. Be just the way you are. Be kind. Be understanding. Help those around you be themselves. Listen, then listen some more. Learn more about who they are. Be brave. Try new things. Take a deep breath. Add a plunge forward into a new experiences. It gets easier every time you try. Be your own thinker. Think for yourself. Set your own unique course. It isn't always easy, but you'll be heading in the direction of you. Be okay being alone. Take time to be on your own. Hear your own thoughts, your inner voice. Listen to your heart. Be patient. Being more you takes time. Take a deep breath. Relax. Let your future unfold at its own pace. It will be worth the wait. Be okay reaching out for help. When you need a helping hand, a compassionate ear, or an encouraging word, reach out. As you voyage into the world, remember, no matter what you always As you voyage into the world, remember, no matter what you you will always. As you voyage out into the world, remember, no matter what, you will always be loved. You are ready, so go ahead, be you, be very, very you. The end. Other books in this series are Happy Dreamer, The Word Collector, something. Duck at the door. Duck at the door. It was a quiet night until thunk, creak, and a knock, knock, knock. Someone is out there. But who? Let's go ask Irene. She always knows what to do. Then I'm going to ask Irene. Irene, cried Brody. Help! Someone is at our door. It's the middle of the night, said Irene. Who could be knocking on our door? It's a dog. Irene ducked inside. My name is Max, he began. I was born in the spring. I loved it. I stayed behind when my flock flew south because I thought I'd love winter, but it turned out to be cold and lonely. Winter isn't so bad when you have a warm home, said Irene. At first, Max had a lot to learn. In January, learned to use the remote control. He enjoyed Wild Kingdom and Wild Wrestling. In February, discovered he had a flair for cooking. By March, he had moved right home. By April, it was clear that Max had learned too much. Whoa. Dakota, Coco, and Jessie Bear got tired of Max's new recipes, and Brody was just tired. Someone had to talk to Max, but who? Just then Max burst in the room yelling, "Listen to the quackling. My flock has returned. I can't wait to see them. Irene, please keep my chef's hat. Brody, you can have my rubber duckies. I'll miss you all so much." After many hugs, Max left. With Max gone, life was ordinary again. The cats went back to eating plain cat food. No one played keep away with the remote control. And Brody didn't have to share his bed. Life was so quiet that by October everyone was happy to hear the sound of quacking. When there was a knock at the door, everyone was hoping the same thing. Max! Max, they shouted with joy. Are you staying with us all winter, they asked. Yes, said Max. Me and my flock. Everyone looked at Irene, hoping she would say something. But all she could say was, "Welcome home." The end. Colors. I see plenty of porky. I see plenty of porky, peculiar pink pigs. A green enormous crocodile hungry for its lunch. A beautiful blue roly-poly bird flying across a big blue sky. A perfect purple whiz pop. And an excited orange fox chasing 3 orange chickens. Stylish gray wolf in a surprising suit and a fancy hat. And a yellow giraffe with a neck that goes up, up, up. The end. Future doctor. Is there a future doctor in the house? Maybe it's doctors work to help people and keep them healthy. Baby knows the best medicine. Doctors look for clues to find out what's wrong, so does baby. Doctors listen carefully. What does baby hear? Doctors have different ways to treat patients. Baby wants to try. Doctors write down important information. Can baby? Doctors work long hours. Baby is on call day and night. Doctors are part of a medical team. Each member has a job to do. When baby gets hurt, her team is there to help. Just what the doctor ordered. All better. The end. Future astronaut, future engineer, future president. Pippa and Pella. The sun was up and it was a beautiful morning, but little Pip and Pella were still fast asleep in their warm and cozy home. Wake up, Pip. Wake up, Pella, sang the robin outside. Come out and enjoy the summer sunshine. Pip and Pella shared their breakfast with the robin and went out into the garden. Good morning, Mr. Snail, and said Pella as he watered his plants. Your shell is shiny today. Thank you, Pella, said Mr. Snail. I think I like to keep my home clean and tidy. I wonder what it's like to live inside a shell. Gathering some blackberries for a picnic. Soon they set off across a wild meadow to find a picnic place. Look, Pella, a big blue butterfly looks at Pip, all bright yellow flower. A bright yellow flower. Pip and Pella were very happy to be outside on such a lovely day. In the afternoon, tummies full of berries, Pip and Pella met a busy beetle and a bouncy frog. Why are you collecting leaves? Pippa asked the beetle. To build my home, of course, he answered. I don't need leaves, croaked the frog. My home is in the water. Nighttime came and Pip and Pella were sleepy. After such a long day, I'm glad we don't live in a shell or leaves are under water, asked Pip. Me too, said Pella, lighting a lantern to lead the way back to their warm, cozy home. The end. The Pudgy. book. Where is your nose? Where is your nose? Your nose smells the flowers. Where is your mouth? Your mouth tastes the cookie. Where is your eyes? Your eyes see the butterflies. Where is your ears? Your ears hear a puppy bark. Where is your tummy? Your tummy feels a tickle. Where is your puppy crawl? Where is your feet? Your feet take. Where is your hands reach for Teddy? The end. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fix it. Fix it. Oh dear, are all these toys? No, look at my Teddy. Can you fix it? All charged up. Will my robot work now? We'll repair. I'll use my screwdriver. Should I stick this lid with the tape? There we are, as good as new. They're all fixed. Where can I put them? Let's build a toy box. Can I help? Do you think we've forgotten anything? We need more paint. I think this one. We need to cut out the wood to the right. We need to cut the wood to the right length. Should I cut this piece with my saw? Measure this. Is it one of the sides? We need 2 of each. Do they match? My head hurts. Why is the drill so noisy? My drill is very quiet. How many nails do we need? Be careful. Don't want to hit my finger. Let's put this on. It's one of your old shirts. This roller makes it easy to paint. Are there any other shapes to paint? How long will it take? A new toy box for all my toys. Great job. The end. One more. I'm getting tired. Why should I listen? Why should I listen? I can hear wonderful things when I really listen. A beautiful songbird, grasshopper on the lawn, or the touch of freshly fallen snow. But sometimes I find it hard to listen. It's often when I'm really busy watching TV. Could you please answer the door? Playing with friends. Let the dog in, Joe. Diving for sunken treasure. Joe, come out of the bathtub now. Or flying a rocket to the moon. Are you joining us for Jim, Joe? Some people ask, why should I listen? Well, not listening can get you into trouble. What do you think happened when I went to the museum and didn't listen to my teacher? Everyone back PM, please. Help! Where is everybody? And what do you think happened at Isabeau's party? Because I didn't hear a word she said. Cool. We're all going to the pool. Remember to bring your bathing suit. Luckily, we have brought a spare bathing suit. Wow, it's you, and just the right size too. Do you want some string, Joe? And guess what happened to my summer when I listened to my mom? Watch Laura, me, Joe. Joe, look at Laura. Is that better, darling? I hate it when people don't listen to me. It makes me feel lonely. Can I have a turn? And invisible. 6 frosted donuts, please. Excuse me. It's as if nobody thinks about me. I told them the concert finished at 3 p.m. or is interested in my life. I had a terrible day. Oh, did you? So when someone is talking, I try very hard to listen. Who can bring something for the nature table? Great, Joe. Thank you. It means that I usually get things right. And pick up the things that I need to hear. Watch the wet paint, Joe. You need your gym shoes tomorrow. Don't let the cat out, Joe. Buy yourself some ice cream. Here's the money. Yes, Mom. The end.